Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. First things first, hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive Thursday. Hopefully everybody is getting through the work day or starting off their morning right. For those ahead of time, for those across the world, hopefully y'all done got through your day as smoothly as possible. Appreciate everybody that tuned in late last night for the conversation. Definitely was a good one. Shout outs to Word and shout outs to Anita Sweet for popping up on the panel. Definitely was a good talk last night, and if you missed it, you can catch the replay. Definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in yesterday morning for the discussion. And for that morning session, shout outs to Harry Wins and shout outs to Shay Love for popping in. You know, definitely some good conversations that are needed. Um, Last night was definitely a good one. I ain't gonna lie. You know, definitely was a good vibe. Definitely was some good speaking. But we got a problem. Oh, so apparently I caught a copyright claim for that video clip I used last night. So for those who was present last night, not gonna be able to use it no more. But you know me, I'll always have something in the chamber somewhere. So, but I know for that part, I can't even play that video no more. Which is crazy because it was only, in my opinion, just a little, little harmless clip. But you know what? It is what it is. Chiming in with the people, definitely. Um, it definitely was a good conversation because Anita brought out something that is life changing, and see a lot more people need to come out and tell their truths and speak their stories. Um, for the better part of it, anyway. It was definitely, in my opinion, it was a life changing scenario for someone who might be going through it. So again, shout outs to Anita for popping up last night, and also shout outs to the Word. They both spoke some real good, inspirational things, but also some knowledgeable things. Marlene, what's going on, baby? Tamika, what's going on, baby? Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in this morning. Just a little recap from last night. Since y'all in here, I regret to inform you again. I done caught a copyright, caught a copyright claim this morning after the live was over. So apparently, I can't use that video clip no more that I used. It was kind of funny though. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah. Thank you, Marlene. I'm, I'm messing with you. It's not your fault. I wasn't expecting it either, but it happened. But I do got something a little bit better though. I do got something a little bit better. There you go. Rachel, what's going on, baby? Yeah, I know the drop was hilarious, but got a copyright claim for it, so I gotta be careful now. I gotta start going in the video archives again, but it is what it is. Susan, what's going on, baby? Again, for those who are just tuning in, who might have missed last night's live, definitely catch the replay. Um, again, that was given insightful, information and also a piece of wisdom. Because again, you have people who have, lived a certain life and was able to, get away from that life just within reach of time. Some people did. And some by the time it was already trying to get there, it was already too late. But again, last night's story was definitely good. And, that's the thing you want to try to do. You know, you want to make a strong impact regardless. And again, that could help somebody along the line who might be going through that same struggle. Serious, what's going on, baby? And I definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in last night. Because again, some people it's hard to come out and tell these stories, but others it's not. And this is a good way for some people to even start building. Like I know she definitely wants to start doing something on her channel, and like I told her at some point, whenever she decides to, we all here for it. Because again, everybody has a life story. Haley, what's going on, baby? Sharonda, what's going on, baby? Yeah, for y'all that just tuned in, it's sad to say we had to retire last night's clip, even though it was kind of hilarious. We had to bury it because of a copyright claim, and I'm sorry. I didn't want to get rid of it, but I had to. I think Anita is thinking about doing some content at some point, but I'm definitely all for it. And I would encourage anybody that really has something to bring to the table that could be beneficial to the world one way or another to start creating. Even if it's little by little, it's better than nothing. You know, like I said last night, I definitely, I felt that. I felt everything she was saying because, again, it doesn't matter which part of the world you're in, you're going to always have gangs and street activity and even, little subsets or whatever you want to call it. So there's always going to be some sort of air around the corner. And again, some people don't get a chance to even escape the life or just stay away from it. Some people are born and bred into it. And that's a scary notion. Again, that's breaking the code when you not trying to allow somebody to exceed and elevate outside of just a certain culture. And you'll have some people that will sit here and say, well, this shouldn't be happening, or we got to start ganging up and doing this, or we got to gang up on these people. No, a lot of times y'all don't need to gang up on nobody. What you need to do is stand up and sit at a table and really have a discussion and break down what's needed, what's not needed. And then from there, you move forward. But again, that's a decision. Some people are going to make careful decisions. Some people are going to make decisions off the fly. And others, they already going to know how to prepare for themselves. So, and there's some instances, again, where people are lucky to get out unscathed. But they do have a story to tell as well, too. And then you got those who not so lucky, or their stories don't sound as pleasant as they should. And I encourage those people who have been through some sort of triumph and tribulation to definitely inspire yourselves to push out some content. You know, you have some people on here who coming home from jail or been locked up for a long time. Now that they home, you know, this is something for them to benefit off of. And there's nothing bad with it. You know, because some of these people are not glorifying what they did. A lot of these people are just giving an insight and giving you a real story, depicting what was going on. You know, and that's a good life lesson for some of these youngins and some of these people coming up because, again, it goes to show you don't always got to necessarily resort to crime to try to achieve something in life. And you shouldn't have to get locked up or possibly die to learn some sort of lesson. You know, while you are free, while you do have the opportunity, if you see something that you want to go for, something that you're talented in, or something that you're good at, period, even if it's a life skill, hold on to that, latch on to that, and do what's necessary. You know, sometimes you could break your own cycles if you just put your minds to it. Appreciate you for dropping the link, Serious. Sean, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. Again, just break the cycles. It starts off small. You know, and a lot of times you're gonna have people that want to keep that repeated cycle because that's all they know. And it's sad because you want to see them do greater, you want to see them achieve something, you know, far and beyond what they thought they could. But then some people ain't going to never learn that until it's too late. And then when it's not too late, I'm gonna say when it's not too late, honestly, it's still gonna be somewhat of a because now you feel like you got to start from the bottom and make your way back up. But at some point, you're gonna have to reset in life. It might be things you're doing now, and even if you feel is that beneficial, you might have something else that could be in the works that could be even more of a blessing. So sometimes you're gonna have to follow your gut instinct and just go off what you know. You know, there's nothing wrong again with improving in life, no matter what it is you're doing. Because you're never too old to learn something, even if it's something that's beneficial for you. Like again, last night's video was definitely a powerful one. Definitely was a good live, and we definitely rocked out. We definitely had a good talk, and these convos will happen again. Shoot, it could be a part two to that. Because that's one thing we do need is to stop all this gun violence. I do believe in that. I believe even if you got an issue with somebody, if you're not going to throw the hands, you might as well just go your separate ways, or just don't bother with each other. Period. We don't all have to love each other and get along, but we all need to respect each other. And again, the best respect is, life preservation. So you willing to tell me it's cool to let somebody's family go through it, or even their loved ones, even their kids, whoever, go through it and cry because you want to settle a debt so badly? Is that what we were really saying? And I ain't talking about the ones that are moving crazy. I'm talking about the ones that don't got nothing to do with nothing, that just end up getting caught in the crossfire, innocent bystanders. We need to eliminate some of this hate and a lot of this division. And a lot of it does start with the gun violence, because again, why is everybody so quick to run to the gun? If you got an issue one way or another, you're going to have to settle it the old-fashioned way. At least this way, guess what? We both still go home to our families, or we still go home to our respected people. They don't got to keep on with the same cycle of violence on violence on violence. And you'll hear some stories up here. And like I said, I'm definitely going to get an open panel one of these days. I'm going to grab up a few of my peoples, let them tell you yourselves. Just like last night's is going to be, nights like that is going to be powerful stuff coming. And again, it's a constant reminder again on how precious life is, and how valuable it is as well too. You got to value living. You want to at least try to live beyond your expectations. Again, you don't even know how long you could be required to stay on this earth in your shell. So while you are here, why not try to be something better and grand? Now, I'm also speaking to those who need to hear this as well. It's time for innocence to stop getting hurt. It's time for the innocence to stop getting clapped at, so on and so forth, especially if you got an issue with somebody. Stop going in places where you know is crowded with people, kids, elders. Stop being so ignorant and so hateful and so spiteful. Why mess up good events, or why mess up some peaceful surroundings because you got a problem? And instead of you just thinking logical, you want to think emotional. That's a question that should be asked. That's a question that I guarantee you is going to be mixed reactions on that. And in the midst of that, somebody probably might just get emotional then. This is a problem. We can't even sit down and have a good stern talk about something without somebody going off the deep ends or the rails for what? And I think that's our common problem there. Because again, you got some that just want to be one step above somebody else when we all coming from the same damn struggle. And again, I believe it's time to change that aspect. Some of y'all are gonna really have to come to a table and figure out what's what. And see, this is what some of y'all fail to realize. The more innocents keep getting hurt, the more innocent lives getting taken. At some point, they will start wrapping y'all up. Why? Because they're going to look at you as the plague in society right now. And in some instances, they will chop their head off and chop the body off. So what you going to be able to latch to when they just decide it's over? In certain situations, it could get deeper than what you think. And again, why have everybody in your family or around you crying or possibly upset because instead of you making the right decision, you chose to be careless and just lead by emotion and lead by bad examples? No, we all ain't perfect. Some of us do come from a struggle. I don't care if you came from the ritziest part of town, you still have some sort of struggle in life. For somebody to say they never had a struggle in any aspect of the game, that's just far-fetched and false. Sorry. So, everybody's going through something. Even if the backgrounds ain't the same, everybody has some sort of struggle. It's how you deal with that struggle, and it's what you make out of it. Uncle L, what's going on, my guy? Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in, and shout outs to all the Eulogy family members. Definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all already know the specific perks already, so still got a few more things in works. Like I said, it's a growing process, and we getting it. At some point, I'm gonna start doing some members only lives on specific things, so just be prepared for that. But again, we just got to come to this conclusion. The struggle is only going to be as long as you decide to keep that struggle going. Yeah, y'all hear the nature outside already. Somebody definitely left some bread or something over here. They going in. Oh, shut up. Go find your peoples and shut up. Bad, y'all. Birds over here tweaking like a mug today. Frugal Mama, what's going on, baby? And I've always felt this way. Like conversations like last night. Those to continue to have them because you're gonna always have somebody different that's coming in and definitely showing some love, but also giving out some wisdom and some knowledge and just brief education. I hear you, Frugal. Yeah, Sherrod, yeah, they over here wilding for respect. At least it ain't the crows. Yesterday we had crows outside. When I ended my live, I was sitting out for a little minute and I ain't even, I said, oh, they got the crows out. Something might be dead over here. Something might be dead. But, again, still a good, beautiful, blessed day. And every day that's above ground and not locked up should be a blessing for a lot of y'all. So, yeah, I need to really give y'all thanks to the higher power and figure out what your next step in life is. And I believe a lot of these patterns and a lot of these cycles can be broken. And for the ones that can't, that, like I said, is already written to happen that way. So we can't do but so much. That's out of our power. You know, in that situation, that's the man upstairs. That's his holy his only and his holy intervention. So we can't dabble with that. And I ain't even trying to sound funny, but we can't. We can only try to fix things that we can. And we need to start bringing back the strong unit of people to really like come to the forefronts and just, you know, figure out the better ways to create, even if you gotta go elsewhere. Hustle, what's going on, my guy? But again, like talks like last night and every other night have been something good, something informational. Like I said, I know the word is definitely getting out there. So it speaks volumes when I say it doesn't matter where you at in the world. There are certain things that you're not going to be able to escape, especially a general conversation about what's going on and affecting everybody. Again, gun violence affects everybody, every community on either side of the fence. It does affect people. It's time for the senseless and stupid gun violence to come to a halt. If everybody is so big and bad like they claim, why not go back to the law of the land? If you feel you the biggest and the baddest, you feel you the alpha male, you the big dog or whatever, then throw them hands. Win, lose, or draw, throw them hands. I respect that more than you trying to kill somebody that don't necessarily even need to be killed. Like I said, I believe in righteous kills. If somebody did something along the lines that you know for a fact is unforgivable and it harms somebody, even the women or whoever in the family, then yeah, those is the righteous kills. Those are the ones I can't get mad at. But everything else that shouldn't be a kill, come on now, throw the hands. Because it's crazy. You got some people who will literally sit here day in and day out talking about I'll do this and I'll do that. But then in the same token, once something is presented, y'all quick to go get the guns or y'all quick to gang up in numbers. So where does that strength lie at? In you, by you got to think before you do. Because you're going to have people that you do come across. And guess what? Some of them people are going to always have that energy, whether they with numbers or not. So it's either you going to show and prove or you just going to sit back and relax. In the long run, the life is precious. The life is supposed to be dear to you. And instead of you worrying about personal disputes, personal hates and vendettas against people, how about you focus on coming together and building something better for your communities, building something for your future, building something for your youth, your future kids, grandkids, great grands. Keep the life cycle in your family and keep the preservation and prosperity going. How hard is that to do? Yeah, we know we lack certain resources, but some of those resources we could do ourselves. We could bring it back ourselves. It only takes the right people again to come along. You know, We lack certain educational resources, not just in the school systems, but we also lack that in right now. So again, I forgot my mouth. Put this up for good use. My good old mouth. So, but we shouldn't be lacking education. And for those who feel like, okay, we ain't trying to build this way, but we still trying to build. Okay, find a way that everybody could be involved, and then you move from there. Especially the main people you might need to be involved. You need teachers, or you need certified experts and everything that's covering, real education, even hidden education, or just you know up to date new stuff being found out. Get those people up. Start building back up the resource centers. Start building back up those community centers for them kids to learn something, especially if they're not learning nothing at home. Again, I can remember even people that was coming from the seediest of backgrounds still had an opportunity in the community because they always had something for these kids to look up to. And some of these kids actually broke the cycles that they was coming from. You don't know how good that feels for some people that who probably, like I said, whole family probably drug addicted one way or another, and one or two people in the family actually make something out themselves and escape all of that. And it don't necessarily got to be the system coming to get them, or they ain't got to be with other relatives. Some people have just made things work because they got tired of the same old things. They got tired of the same old repeated patterns and behaviors. And some people just got scared to death and felt like if I don't find a way to get up out of here, I'm going to end up dead. So, that's in that same token. They taking their time and effort to figure out something. Nothing wrong with that. Again, elevate one way or another. Elevate outside of the notion of just, I got to be violent. I got to be ignorant. I got to be a fool every time to get my point across. Like I said, I can have a dispute with you one way or another, but we ain't never got to get too ignorant. And even if I feel a type of way, guess what? I got the choice to either keep on enticing it, encouraging it, or just ignore it. The majority of the times I ignore it because if I feel it ain't that serious, I'm just going to walk away from it. I will tell you, pardon my back and keep it pushing. Now, if you decide to keep pushing the issue forward, then I got no choice to do what I got to do. Other than that, I know how to just get away from things like that. Mookie, what's going on, my guy? And that's what we got to learn to, again, critical thinking. Even in tough situations. But again, you got to respect your life and love your life enough to see I could do something, even with the small opportunities that is given to me. I could definitely make a change and push on something. Even if it does start off small, it does start off something, period. So, chilling, bro, chilling. About to enjoy my next 2 days off. So, right now, I'm outside making sure the birds ain't gang banging over this bread and stuff they just threw over there. So, same old, chopping it up with the people. And again, my bad. I thought he was coming this way. My fault. I was about to slap a pelican out the sky. But I would advise some of y'all who did miss that live last night to definitely catch it. Yeah, it went a little over 3 hours, but it didn't matter. When you got good conversations and you bringing good awareness on something, it's needed. But this is what we have to do. You know, we have to show the best examples possible, and we got to be able to just sit down and put our brain caps on and just figure out the next possible steps in elevation, growth, and even trying to bring future markets for those markets that are about to be lost at some point. Again, we ain't forget about certain situations. Some people are still losing jobs because of situations. So again, elevate yourself to the fullest potential. You still got time to do so. And focusing again on monetary arguments and dislikes, that don't get you nowhere. Only thing that do is causes more pain, causes more heartache, more division. And at some point, the people who shouldn't feel like hope is all lost is really not. It's up to the people, and it's up to each and every one of y'all to figure out what it is you're going to do and continuously do and bring it the right way. Again, there's no such thing as perfect, because if that was the case, we would be in a perfect world where there would be no violence. Everybody would have their own. Everybody would definitely be prospering, and shoot, there'd be a lot more lives in this earth right now than there is now. But again, we have people who didn't even get to succeed or exceed their fullest potentials because lives was cut short, tragically, and especially due to ignorance and the gun violence. Again, and at some point, when does all the emotional gunplay stop? Because you can't say it's logical gunplay or justifiable gunplay if you're hitting innocent people or killing innocents. Again, you gotta think. Again, what's more important in life? You enjoying the fruits of your labor and prospering in life, or doing 25 to life, or possibly losing your life. Again, that choice is yours. Some people are going to choose, you know, at least a decent path, because some people do want to further their expectations. Some people definitely want to leave something behind for, the future generations that's coming behind. And again, it's nothing wrong with doing so. But then you're going to have the small handful that, they already done chose their fate. So, the most you could do is just still pray and hope at some point they wake up and get a good ideology on what's what. But, that's a long stretch, especially the imperfect world right now. So, we got to be more mindful and more willing to bring what's necessary to these tables. Buzzy, what's going on, baby? You gotta see something golden and see something greater. So this way you could build up the people around you, give them a definite blueprint, and they could be greater. Again, you uplift your people one way or another. If you're getting a chance to definitely come up and make some sort of differences, if this is your quote unquote big break and you finally recognizing it, then you got to put it to your fullest potential. And then you got to be able to come back for those who are worth coming back for. Because some people, I'm not going to lie to you, they're not worth coming back for. Because if they didn't show you nothing in particular before your rise, they ain't going to show you nothing different now. The only thing they are going to show you is that, oh, word, one of our people's made it, so I know they're going to look out. I don't know it's necessarily got to be that way. At some point, they can give you a blueprint of how to move. But if you wasn't really supporting them, or if you really wasn't just, you know, giving that inspiration, actually being down with them on the full fronts, you can't expect these people to always bring you. You could only expect the main ones that you really ride with to bring you somewhere. But if you riding with people and y'all not trying to build and elevate outside of just, you know, wasting your time and energy, then you're not getting nowhere far in life. Steve, what's going on, my guy? You know, again, you have some people that will point their finger all day. Well, I could have been this, or I could have did this, but you're not looking at yourself. Yeah, certain situations will always present itself in life, but in the same token, you have to take that full responsibility and that accountability. Mo, what's going on, baby? Oh, you already know, Mookie. You already know what it is up in here, man. You know, and definitely healing prayers to those who need it. You know, this is what I'm saying. You know, even specific things like this, people have a problem with doing. But guess what? I'm not going to have a problem with saying a prayer for you, especially when I know for a fact you can need it. There's people that definitely prayed for me because if they didn't, I don't think I'd be here to be sitting with y'all right now. Knowing the way I was riding out, yeah. Wouldn't have been sitting here to tell no stories at all. I wouldn't have been sitting here giving no good nothing. Probably wouldn't even be here at all. But again, just the divine interventions and the right workings, and here we are today. Jersey Rich, what's going on, my guy? And again, for those who are just tuning in, last night's conversation was definitely a deep one. And again, shout outs to Anita Sweet for popping in on the panel, and shout outs to the Word. And yesterday's morning live, shout outs to Harry Wins for popping in, definitely dropping some knowledge and some wisdom. And shout out to Shay Love. Like I said, anytime I do drop the link, anytime I invite the people up, you always want to get something good one way or another. And I understand there's going to be some topics that people are not going to chime in on because it's too sensitive, or they feel it could cause some sort of whatever. And again, I can understand all of that. But there are certain talks we ain't going to be able to deny, and we not going to be able to move forward past because it needs to be talked about. Like, again, people should not have to worry about losing their lives, getting hurt, or anything of that nature if they not into whatever politics as far as the streets is concerned. And a lot of you quote unquote street cats are not moving by a specific code that should have still been in place. No innocents, no women, no kids, no elders, no none of that. People that are not involved in situations should not have to worry about a stray bullet flying. Nobody should have to worry about just a random attack happening to somebody that they don't know. Like, that's corny and that's cowardice. I'm sorry, it is. Instead of y'all again ganging up in numbers just to move on a evil intent, how about you get up in numbers and actually go against the evil that's intended in your hoods? Bring those suckers back, man. And again, some of you quote unquote OGs are gonna have to start definitely standing on your ground as well too. And some of y'all could actually stop a lot of the nonsense that's going on if you just sit there and pull these dudes to the side and tell them where they're going wrong at. But you won't do so. And a small handful that are doing so, they still looking at you like, I ain't listening to that crap, man. Oh wow, Buzzy. Wow, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That's crazy when there's always something going on. Trust me. But I believe just by you keeping your faith strong, I think things will work out for the best. I think that's a sad thing when you're supposed to be getting what's expected to you, and then you gotta go through that. But hopefully they do fix everything for you, Buzzy, because again, nobody should have to go like that anyway. I definitely appreciate you, Sirius, for dropping these links in here. Um, again, this is what's needed. All the repetitive violence has to just quit. You're not saying much of nothing if you can't even listen to voice of reason. Even if you feel you got the up and up on somebody, I don't necessarily mean you got to up the gun anyway. And again, it shows a form of cowardice when you are picking on people that not being a bother to you. It's not saying some of these people are scared of you. It's just not being a bother to you because again, they got their own lives to worry about. And when you are sitting here taking away innocent lives, or you're sitting here putting innocent lives in danger because of your sick and twisted hate for each other, that's a problem. And again, some of you OGs are gonna have to really start standing up and start correcting what you kind of messed up. Because again, everybody has a hand to play in the destruction right now. But it's time for some of y'all to wake up and try to put a pressure hold on some of this destruction now. Again, how many more innocents gotta die? How many more people gotta get lives cut short? How many people ain't gonna be able to achieve some sort of greatness in their life because of stray bullets or just ignorance? And another form of cowardice, I'm still gonna say this to this day. If you gotta shoot somebody in the back of the head, or even from the side of the head, that goes to show you where your cowardice and where your weakness is at. Because if you ain't necessarily couldn't stand in somebody's face, goes to show you how scared or how weak you was in the first place, that you had to even resort to that. Again, you could take a life, but you can't give it back. The only thing you could do is give heartache and pain to people who don't need it. And for those who might actually have kids or family, you are breaking that family thread all around the board, even down to the mothers or the fathers. You're bugging out right now. A lot of y'all really need to, again, stop ganging up for the wrong reasons. Gang up for the right reasons. And in that same token, some of y'all pointing the blame, but you're not looking at yourselves. There's a reason why they treating you like animals. There's a reason why they treating you less than, because we treating ourselves less than. Now, I'm sad to say it that way, but it's the truth. Any type of violence like that affects everybody. And again, why do we have so much repressed hate and anger for each other and not for the actual enemies or for the actual things that are messing us up right now? If you ask that question around the board, around the world, majority of these people are not going to be able to give you a logical or sensible answer. Some of them will. Ah, man. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's too much right now. You know, when do the people wake up? When do y'all start waking up to greatness and realization in life? When do you get the notion to just stop all the ignorance that's plaguing? Again, more and more families will be crying and hurting because a lot of y'all refusing to just listen to reason. If you don't like each other, if you can't stand each other, if you can't even get along, I don't necessarily mean y'all have to hurt or kill each other. Just move it forward. If it ain't nothing that really needs to be a situation, don't let it be a situation. Cage, what's going on? Dawn, what's going on, baby? Miss Tracy, what's going on, baby? Appreciate y'all all here to, just again, How many more people got to suffer and cry? How many more people actually have to keep living with this burden? You know, again, you have some parents who still cry to this day because their child died young due to specific violence. Doesn't matter what it was, it's gonna always haunt them. Even for the ones who are living a good life, as far as making sure their kids ain't in those situations. Look at the innocent women or innocent fathers again who lost a piece of them. At some point, it needs to stop. We all gonna have to coexist in this world together one way or another. We don't have to always like each other or love each other. But again, we should respect each other. How hard is that for you to respect somebody? See, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Some teachings that you were taught can always be broken. Again, you're gonna have to break them. You're gonna have to make the necessary steps. You're gonna need the right people around you that's beneficial and that's also gonna be real with you. Having a bunch of yes men around you that does nothing but just stroke the wrong type of ego and the wrong type of movements. You gotta have the right people around you that's gonna tell you when you're moving crazy. See, prime example, I can take myself. I got people who hit me behind the scenes, and if they know for a fact I'm scared, but the majority of the times they not hit me behind the scenes because again, they know what I'm doing. They know exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and I'm gonna continue to do. And even if I thought to walk away from whatever, they even enjoy what's going on. So again, for even the toughest thug to say, "Nah, I like what you're doing, bro. Keep doing what you're doing." You are bringing awareness. That's giving the inspiration to those who probably might want to bring something up on these panels or bring something to their own platform. So I'm gonna continuously do what I do. And the people that know me personally telling me right now, I don't see you crashing out no time soon. If you do crash out, it's gonna be for the good reason. And it's still gonna be beneficial on all ends. So you gotta be willing to know what to crash out for and what not to. You know, again, you got one shot in life to try to, be the best person that you can. Again, a lot of these emotional behaviors, this is why we getting the attacks that we get. Again, some of y'all got to stop pointing fingers and stop pointing the blame at everybody else and start taking accountability for your own. If you the one that's messing up, you the one that's going back and forth to jail, then guess what? Whose fault is that? You can't say that's nobody else's fault. It's not the system's fault. It's not society's fault. It's your fault because you still have a chance and opportunity to think and before you do. And if you're not thinking, then you just gonna do it. If you do it, you gotta be able to be prepared for the consequences at hand. I had to tell that to, one of my boys' uncles, and he cool money with me still. I just told him, like, look, you can't get mad at the world for what's going on. You can't get mad at nobody else. You can't blame your parents because you came from a good background regardless to what. You had both parents in the house. They raised you and your brothers and sisters like they were supposed to. And mostly all of y'all, regardless of what, are employed and doing something and living your lives. But you the only one that messed up recently. And you trying to blame everybody for your own mistakes. No, you have to start taking accountability. Whose fault is it that you kept going back and forth to jail throughout your teens, throughout half of your 20s and half of your 30s? Money, look, what's going on, bro? Yeah, Buzzy, because again, some of these people always want to cry and play victim. Whose fault is it that, again, you're not elevating in life? That's your fault. You can't blame nobody else. There are a lot of different things, again, that you could be fixing yourself. Whatever was taught, you could be untaught. You got to be willing to break that cycle again. No doubt, bro. Much love from New York City to South Central and back, man. Love all around the world because there's a lot of people from around the world here. You know, because again, we need these talks and conversations. Any type of awareness is better than no awareness at all. You know, I'm tired of hearing certain people, oh, but society brought this on me or this brought it. No. At some point, when do you take accountability for your own strides? You got to make the best efforts, even if nobody around you is trying to push you the right way. Sometimes you have to motivate yourself before anybody else do. Certain things in life I knew for a fact. Even when people was just not saying much or nothing, I motivated myself. And I felt good after I motivated myself to do what I needed to do. Because again, it showed grit and determination. And it also showed that guess what? Whether I got the odds against me or not, I'm gonna move the way I need to move and try to be beneficial. So again, a lot of times you can't sit here and always just blame society for your woes. No, you got to start getting in tune. Once you already know the knowledge and wisdom to a degree, now what you do with it? You want to continue to move in the same cycle, or you going to try to change for the benefit? Because again, you got to think about the future generations that's coming behind us. How are we going to feel right leaving them in a world that's messed up? They got to redo everything that shouldn't have been done in the first place. Again, how many more innocents got to suffer or even die? How many more families got to cry before some of y'all realize we really need to utilize what we got? Telling you, while we still got our hands on certain resources, let's try to flip it and make it better. Some people crying about, oh, there's no opportunities. And when there's opportunities presented or it's there, some of y'all don't jump up on it. And the ones that jump up on it be the wrong people because they only thinking about oh yeah, word, oh, this how much is, oh, word. You just keep thinking about the money aspect instead of thinking about the future prosperity. Danielle, what's going on, baby? And you know, if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Um, you know, again, some people think age equates to wisdom. Not necessarily true. You got some young ones who are definitely wise before their age. You got elders who are wise. You got young adults who are wise. Got teens that are getting wiser and wiser. So again, it's not always about age. It's just about the knowledge that you are aware of. It's about your general life observation and what you see in general that's affecting everything. You know, again, put your best foot forward. Court, what's going on, baby? You know, again, last night's conversation was definitely powerful. And, you know, we're going to keep having more of those one way or another. You know, because again, it's time for people to see, especially since some of the people want to move on here wild crazy. Time to show everybody what it really is. You know, get back to what it's supposed to be. Some of y'all are supposed to be here, right? Some of y'all only here because you are good supporters. You ain't thinking about content or none of the sort, and that's understandable. But I still would encourage those who actually feel they got something to bring that. Just like in this, just like when we log off of here, we got some people that we know for a fact they shouldn't be here because not adding nothing. But in the same token, we ain't playing God. Nobody can play God. Arms too short. You know, the minute that we realize we in a flux in things and we could just start bringing back the grandest things and the grandest of schemes, we'll be okay. It's time for people to take accountability and responsibility. And if you're moving crazy, you're gonna have to figure out which way to stop moving crazy, because it's really gonna cost you something that is not worth your life or your happiness. So again, what do you bring to the forefront? Everybody has something to bring one way or another, but you gotta want to see the best changes happen. Can't, and I'm talking about some of you older folks too. Y'all are supposed to be setting the example. You can't be sitting here and expecting certain people to move the way. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me stop right here. Let's say this to all the youth today. Let's say this to whoever might come across this. If you got influences in life, right? Those influences are supposed to be positive one way or another. It's supposed to be positive reinforcement, positive everything. Because again, how can you move forward if you got to worry about these type of things messing up the structure? Division, ignorance, hate, egotism. Come on now. You got to be able to incorporate something that's going to keep you on the up and up. And if you want to look up to these people like idols or whatever, even though you really ain't supposed to be worshiping no idols, but it is what it is. I can't tell everybody again how to live. I could just give the advice. You can inspire to be like people, but you're not supposed to always just idolize them. Take what you see, especially if it's something that's resonating with you, and then it's showing a blueprint of how to move forward. I don't expect nobody to idolize me. Somebody said that to me the other day, and I just cringed a little bit and looked at him like, "Don't say that to me again." I know he probably was like, "Why you say that for?" Because I just don't believe in idolizing people. I believe in inspiring to be great. Realist, what's going on, my guy? Because I'm not doing nothing different. Like, and even though I know it was something good, he was telling me something. Like, nah, man, gotta idolize that, bro. You stay getting to the bag, son. Shoot, people be looking for you sometimes, don't know where you be at. And the majority of the times, yeah, I'm at work. And when I'm not at work, I'm giving out this work on here. So either which way, I'm always doing something. But even still, I told him like, I don't want to hear that no more. Like, I can hear you say, "Yo, I'm proud of you. I'm stay proud of you," or something along those lines. But don't say I idolize you, because again, should be no worshipping of that anyway. Just something humble for real. Again, it's showing a blueprint to the world that you can build on specific parameters without having to go the extra distance or the proverbial crash out. You don't need to crash out. Again, love your life, love the process that you're building, and do what's necessary for you. And again, for every day that you are blessed to do something, get up and do it. Like I told him, I'm not doing nothing different than what anybody else would be doing. You gotta work, you gotta pay bills, you gotta do what's necessary. And besides, when you got things you really are interested in doing, or when you got things that you do on a normal, you won't want to have something on. Oh wow, that's crazy, Danielle. Um, and we here for you. You know, sorry you had to go through that too. And this is what I'm saying. Even down to that, I want to discuss that too. See, this is another thing that's going to get a lot of y'all hurt, and some of y'all should already see it because some of your people got hurt one way or another. They could be locked up for a long stretch, or they might not make it. Because again, some people, whether they home or not, are going to have their houses secured one way or another. So either which way, you looking stupid. That's another thing that needs to stop. Again, the robbing and stealing, especially in the innocents. Stop messing with all the innocent people. I'm telling y'all that right now because a lot of y'all gonna set yourself up for death. At some point, people ain't gonna want to hear that. And you got people who worked hard for a lot of their things, or they plan on leaving it to their future, especially if it's something of sentimental value. You don't know what these people did or what these people had to do to achieve something. For you know, these people could have just came up, and now you trying to take away something that they worked hard to get. Why don't you work hard and get something for yourself that doesn't involve robbing or killing somebody? Oh wait, you can't do that, right? Somebody say something like that. What the hell are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. And again, that's showing cowardice. There's a difference if it's on some street level stuff. All right, you do what you do. But if you just robbing innocents, especially people like some of y'all be accosting and going in people's homes, and some of these people be old as hell. Sorry to say it that way. You ain't getting no kudos for that. You're not getting no kudos for harming anybody during any type of break-in. You're not getting nothing. At some point, you're gonna meet your reaper. I'm sorry. Some of y'all don't think it's cool. Yeah, we robbing houses, we doing this, we doing that. Until somebody pull out that big old shotgun and let it off on me. Or until somebody come out with the chopper. I gotta find that video clip. I just watched something go wrong. 3 dudes broke into this dude's house. That dude, before one of the robbers could try to come up in the room, that dude let off the Uzi through the damn door. He wasn't playing. Why? Because you don't know how long that person been there. You don't know what somebody is willing to do to protect their family, their property, and all of that. And you want to play games. But guess what? You want to find out the hard way. So keep on moving in that route that you're moving. Keep on listening to the wrong influences. Keep on being influenced by stuff you think you see that's always beneficial. That's not beneficial. What are you teaching yourself outside just being a common thief? And you know what? Some of y'all are stupid because y'all failed to realize. I'm sorry to say it this way, but it need to be said in the roughest way possible so you get it. You know that's the worst type of fucking person in the jail systems right now, all the thieves. So you know they might use you, they might utilize you, and then again they might not. They might not be able to trust you, especially if you're doing certain things on that level. So you better think about that, man. You taking away from people who worked hard to do what they do. So again, make it make sense. You think you ain't gonna receive that justice or that karma some way, somehow? Then y'all doing certain things, especially these city workers and state workers, you doing that to them. You forgot that's still a felony. You still gonna end up doing some time because you being stupid. And again, you wanna have some, again, that just not gonna play that. You got instances where some people had their house booby trapped. So just in the event on something, now you gonna take something, you gonna definitely leave out this shit hurt. It's time to come to that conclusion that all that breaking and entering and being stupid and messing with the wrong people, that shit gonna get you shot or killed. Again, some people are really down to go to the very last breath if they have to, because you don't know what, again, they went through to achieve and get to the prosperities they got to. Make it make sense. And again, that's probably the worst person to get looked at in the jails is the thieves, regardless to what. They might be able to utilize you to a degree, but after that, they ain't gonna utilize you. They're gonna be just looking at you like, I did something to go missing. The first person I'm blaming is you. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, my scalp hurt. Like, my scalp really hurt for real now, because it be too much going on, bro. And then, like I said, a lot of this is the youth that's wilding out, but a lot of you OGs ain't stepping in either. And some of these damn kids fear y'all, whether you believe it or not. Even some of the young adults now. I ain't messing with OG, triple OG over there. Yo, come here. Let me grab you up real quick. Let me holler at you real quick. Yo, bro, you moving crazy, son. You and your squad moving crazy, son. I gotta do a little something better, son. It's just that simple. You think people don't want to hear it? Nah. Some people do hear that shit. Like, oh damn, this nigga not, he's snapping, but he not snapping. I'm scared if he do snap for real, yeah, it's gonna go to another level. And it shouldn't have to go to that route. Just understand the mission at hand. The mission at hand, regardless to what, is trying to live to see not just another day, but live to see some sort of prosperity and growth, especially for the future generation that's coming behind you in your immediate family or whatever. Come on, bro. Yeah, but some people it don't make sense to them. And that's the sad part about it, bro.
Well, some people don't use their pain either.
Son, but
Some
they
people are other
and they got to stop that too, because again, how then when something happens, who else you gonna blame? You can't blame your friends. You can't blame nobody but yourself. You got to take accountability.
Around, you one of the funniest niggas I know.
Yeah.
But you one of the positive, serious motherfuckers I know too. So you can't change, like you can't unteach stupid sometimes. You feel me? And they
No, but you gotta learn it.
They make it to where smart not cool. You was young and smart was cool. You want to be in the 3-1
Yeah.
or 2-1. I'm a 2-1. Like it was achieving something. I'm in honors class or anything. Like they don't. That's not cool. That's not cool anymore. Look at you like what you talking about. You gotta do.
They try to make it too. I don't know. My scalp hurt. Yeah, my bad.
Like you said, it's the OGs.
Yeah, you gotta start really.
Under these little niggas. A lot of these niggas ain't doing no real crimes.
Yeah.
They ain't doing no real crimes to kill nobody. But y'all tell these little niggas, y'all give them guns and tell them to kill niggas. Where you think a 14, 15 year old getting the gun from? A grown ass man.
Facts. They ain't buying it from no kids. What's that? Whistling in my damn ear like that.
Whistling too.
Some bitch. Probably whistling through the window. Motherfucker be smoking rock. My bad, y'all. But again, you know, you just gotta think about it. You have opportunity to figure out something great for your life. Don't matter if you working a 9 to 5 or you caught your big break. But in that same token, don't crash out for the wrong reasons. Again, you still got opportunity to make something happen. I don't care what's. I know people who come from the worst of situations. Again, I know 3 people that came from straight. Everybody in their family, even down to the great. Everybody was fiended out one way or another, and they broke the cycle with their family.
My father smoked crack. My mom gambled over here. My sister's a principal. Me and all my brothers got city jobs.
Yeah.
Every one of my siblings graduated high school, college.
Yeah.
So and we lived in a project. So it's not about your environment. It's how you was raised.
Yeah.
How you was raised.
The majority of the time, they know they wasn't.
Your mother, your grandmother,
Yeah.
will tell you it's brought up with respect.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. It's not, lack of respect is the number one thing. You can't get nowhere if you don't respect nothing. If you're not respecting you ain't respecting nothing if you're not respecting. It's a lack of respect. You don't play. We come outside, hey Miss Robin, hey Miss Daisy, hey Miss Linda, hey Miss.
Yeah.
We're that era.
Yeah.
And these little, I watch little niggas like, yeah, Linda.
Nah.
Like,
they supposed to be calling no elder by their name like
doing?
that. Come on, man.
It's a grandmother. It's a grandma.
Big facts.
Damn, if I call your grandmother by her name, like she one of my peers.
She probably laugh at you.
Like she one of my, she probably curse me the fuck out.
Now she gonna laugh at you and slam the door in your face and tell you try that again.
Yeah.
Just try that again. Like, come on, it is a respect level on all angles.
Respect. You got the niggas, they value respect.
Nah, that's the crazy part because they being fed the wrong thing.
Yeah, jail is cool. Yo, where I know you from? I know niggas say, yo, where I know you from? I don't know you from jail, bro. I don't know you from jail. I'm sorry.
Facts. But again, you shouldn't have to go through that situation to learn something you could have learned outside.
See, our era, nigga, we grew up in the same era.
Yeah.
Our era, we looked at like, oh, nigga, you went to jail, you stupid.
Facts.
The niggas under us look like you ain't been to jail, you ain't do shit.
Yeah.
And that's their shit. You ain't been to jail, what you do?
But guess what? You know, they learn something at some point. They hear the real shit.
You know what I came to the conclusion because I talked to my nephews. It's so quick. I'm 41 now.
Yeah.
So now my nephews are getting to the point where they 24, 25.
Yeah.
19. I'm talking to them. And my nephew went to Berkeley. Graduated.
Yeah.
Summa cum laude, everything. and he in a gang and he sells drugs. I looked at him like, so you did all of that
just to go the opposite
to
route.
be him. You want to be down. And this is your culture. This is your culture. We not culture like that, bro.
Yeah, look at it.
We listen to MOP and Onyx.
Mhm.
We listen to NWA. We know about gangster music. We was there when gangster music was invented.
Yeah,
When gangster rap was invented. Now y'all niggas don't know what y'all doing. Y'all confused because I listen to these little drill songs. I can't really get into it. I listen to the songs. They talk about fucking and killing in the same song. They be like a bar for bar.
yeah.
I fuck a thigh and I kill her. Like that don't make sense right then. Because if you not fucking, if you kill somebody, you gotta be on 50. You gotta be moving around head on swivel. You
Facts.
talking about you fucking somebody? Who you fucking? You better stay in the house for the rest of your life then.
Facts.
This is weird. These little niggas don't want to work. They want everything fast.
Yeah,
They want it today. They don't want to work for it.
everything is a
They
scam. Or
scamming,
quicker.
yeah. And I tried to explain that to my nephew. He like, nigga, I got 10 pairs of Balenciagas. I said, yo, that one dude your age that went and saved 2 paychecks to go get them kicks
Yeah,
is way flyer than you because you took somebody's whole identity.
facts. Just to get that.
He's way flyer than you. On levels, he's flyer than you because he got discipline and dedication. You have none of that. You're a thief. I don't respect them. I don't even use scammers, bro.
Yeah.
I never use the scammer. And I say that with the most pride and sincerity. I never use the scammer. I ain't niggas
Trust
be
me.
like, yo, I can get you a whole living room set right now for 500. Nah, bro, you good.
Mhm.
I say that 15. I say that 15. Nah, for real.
Nah, because you taking that risk too, and then guess what? Buyer beware.
No,
Nah,
it's
but
not
buyer
even, it's
beware
not
too.
even
'Cause
buyer beware. It's the fact that I know it's somebody that's getting up, going to work. I see you, see me walking to work. I see you walking to work every
Yeah.
day. We've been doing this shit for years now.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
how could I look knowing that this could be Tay, this could be Nate,
Mhm.
this could be Tay, this could be Nate?
Facts.
You using my whole identity, shit that I worked for. What little
Facts.
shit you don't know what a nigga did to build this credit up or whatever I went through. It might have took me 12 years to get my shit at 720.
Yeah. You wilding out for
And
respect.
somebody wilding on my shit instantly. Somebody just spent $1,500 in Best Buy, $1,200 in Target, and you think you not fly? And they doing this shit in the club with people money.
Stupid stuff.
Stupid shit. They taking Ubers with your money. Yo, let's take an Uber to Coney Island. I seen little niggas in Staten Island order 5 Suburbans. 20 of them niggas jumped in. Oh, shit you not. 20 niggas jumped in each Suburban. And they all rode up to Coney Island. Came back. I watched them. They came back and everything. Shit, all that. Yeah, we had a good time. I was like, yo, y'all did that on somebody's identity, bro. That
Word.
was crazy. You did that off Igor Noggin bluff in Wisconsin somewhere. That go crazy. Like, that go crazy in my mind. Like, you shouldn't do shit like that.
Yeah, because those comments do come back one way or another. Word, what's going on, my guy? Definitely
Oh.
appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't mind me for y'all who hearing extra voice. I'm chilling out with one of my boys, Tay, right now. Don't worry.
Peace, everybody.
He's one of these people that know me personally. Ain't too much you gonna get from me, even off this app. But the same old me. Some people, again, might not like the process, but you're gonna respect it. Put some respect on it. Nah, but like I said, like even that, again, you gotta come up with something better. And I'm speaking to some of y'all youth that need to hear it because it seems like you really not getting the message. So we gonna give you the message like the OG should be giving it to you. You got possible options to do something better in life besides scamming, stealing, or even killing, or even being a part of that damn system. Because again, who can you blame if you the one that's constantly going back and forth to jail over stupid shit? Exactly. You can't blame nobody else. You can't say, oh, but I was no. Because again, there are certain things you can be untaught. And then there's some things, if that's how you feel comfortable moving, guess what? You got to deal with the consequences that come with that. You want to be a thief, guess what? At some point, somebody going to thief something from you. They're going to take something from you that's real valuable, and that's going to mess you up worse than what you did to somebody. Always think about it. Those karmas come back twice as hard. So again, while you are here, try to make the best of yourself. Don't matter how you move in life, as long as you move in a way that's beneficial and you ain't got to worry about death or the jail system. You know, that message should be clear as day. Angel, what's going on, baby? Hope all is well with you, baby. I gotta hit you on the back end definitely when this live is over. Again, you gotta think. What's more important? Me trying to make something of my life and live my life, or doing 25 to life, or losing my life? That should be a question y'all ask yourselves every day when you get up, even when you look in that mirror to brush your teeth, if you do brush your teeth, and just look at yourself like, damn, you know what? I feel inspired to do something good today. I feel inspired to, you know what? I'm gonna move a certain way. I'm gonna try to get the people that really rock with me to see where I'm going with this. And if them people don't see nothing outside of just negativity and the destruction, then keep it pushing from there. Because why do you need cancerous people around you? Ask that question too. And again, I still stand firm on this. You show a bunch of cowardice when you got to go straight to a gun instead of just saying, you know what, I'm gonna just leave the shit alone.
Yeah, you can have it. You got it, brother.
Exactly.
Just saying, you got it.
And some people, even when you try to say, yeah, you got this, they still trying to, yeah, I gotta up the one. Okay. But guess what? Somebody going to up the one on you at some point.
Yeah, somebody's going to do that.
Again, the choices that you make in life, the decisions you make in life, they do have consequences. If you're making the right choices, you'll get good beneficial consequences. You'll get good benefits behind it. You doing stupidness, you're going to get the consequences. The consequences are going to be hard to deal with. So you ain't strong enough to deal with that. You need to chill out. Again, I'm going to always be moving the way I see fit. Because again, there's nothing wrong with moving different sometimes. And some people even feel that way. Oh, I gotta make sure that, man, listen, you move to the rhythm of your own heart. Damn. If I don't feel like being amongst a million people, I won't be around them. If I decide I want to do something that's beneficial and people are going to listen, keep doing it. Again, you're going to have some people that just, it's going to be sheer hate. But again, they only going to share hate on you because they hate themselves, honestly. True, what's going on, my guy? Hey, yo, True, you still owe me a flounder fish sandwich, son. But again, a lot of y'all gonna have to start taking back your communities one way or another. Don't matter how, you don't have to. Again, there's gonna be some things we ain't gonna be able to change. It's out of our power. That's the man upstairs intervention. So we ain't gonna be able to get involved in that. But the things we can change, again, we need to start doing it now. And some of you youth are gonna have to pay attention. Again, respect goes on all levels. Same way with some of you elders, you gotta hear it too. Some of y'all be dead blatantly disrespecting. Again, you think that age equates wisdom. No. Anybody has shared wisdom at any age, except when you're a baby. You still don't know what the hell going on. Outside of in your Pampers and whatever else, you don't know what's going on around you until you really start getting the learning and the lessons that's needed. So in that same token, again, be beneficial one way or another. You got time to change the era. And again, there is hope one way or another. You got to see that hope, and you got to be a part of that hope and that change. Again, you can inspire people that's coming up under you. You keep failing to realize that at the end of the day, it's always going to be the babies and even the preteens that are looking up to everybody older than them. You just throw a nip out the window, smoke rocks.
I know how nip sound when they hit the ground. That's one thing I do know.
That's just lazy, good fella.
That was some lazy shit.
Bad, y'all. Sometimes I gotta look out. I just got back to my block, and I gotta look out the window because people like throwing stuff. I wish they'd throw these Social Security cards out so I could give them to the real scammers. since y'all don't value your homes. So, I help y'all with that. Like, don't stop playing me. I'll get rid of all the ignorance in one shot. Hey, you want to make some money? Yeah. Let me stop playing for they actually take that into consideration, because this is actually supposed to be a public service announcement, especially for you hard-headed ones. You're going to meet your maker at some point when you don't just play by, not society's rules, but just play by the rules that were law of the land. All right, I'm going to respect you as much as possible. Even if I don't get along with you, I can respect you enough not to say nothing to you or even have a confrontation with you. And stop letting people instigate a little bit of everything. That's another thing too. Y'all quick to let people put bugs in your ear for no reason. If I ain't hear something, if it wasn't directed to me, I didn't hear it. It still don't mean nothing to me. Again, words only go as deep as you let it go. And that same token too, you gotta know when to stand up for something. You can't allow somebody to try to throw dirt or even try to throw smut. No. Don't play those, baby. It's like, you're not supposed to. Again, you have to just live life the way you see fit, but as long as you ain't hurting nobody in the process. Now, if you gotta do what you gotta do, that's different. Oh, I might have to beat this fool up today. I was trying to avoid it, but it's bound to happen. If y'all ain't already had y'all talk as grown-ups and y'all still couldn't come to some sort of conclusion, at some point it comes to fisticuffs when the time is right. But it should be, again, when the time is right. Even back in the olden days, you slapped me in the face, even if it was a roundabout. Okay, shootout. Well, we ain't gonna be shooting out around nobody that could possibly get hit. Anybody innocent. Put your arm down, McGruff.
Trent, what up, Trent?
Oh, put your half an arm down, sir. Don't mind me, y'all. Don't encourage the pettiness neither. Man, I see you laugh to the live open. See, it's one thing when you joking. See, I joke and I still got the respect. I would never go far beyond. I don't care if I don't like you. I ain't going far beyond. I don't hit below the belt. If I gotta hit you below the belt, oh, okay. No, that's just literally, if I gotta hit you below the belt, that's because you really took it there. All options is out the off the table. That's it. I know, Angel, and again, prayers and condolences to you and the family. You know I'm here for you. We all here for you. We got you in our prayers. Like, we got everybody that lost somebody. We got everybody in our prayers because we genuine people. And again, for those who might have wanted to know who was next to me, that was one of my boys that I grew up with. Again, people that know me personally, that tell you there's no difference here. I'm always still be the same person, even when this app is gone. I was living a life before anything, and I'm still living my life. And that's what some people got to put into motion. Unhappy with whatever's going on, you got to fix it one way or another. And that doesn't necessarily mean I got to take from somebody that's working hard or I got to hurt somebody that's working hard. Because, again, that shows nothing but just sheer weakness and cowardice. I'm sorry when we come to this conclusion. We stop all the unnecessary drama, all the unnecessary gun violence, and start getting back to those law of the land tactics that was, beneficial. Not supposed to allow certain things to be plaguing our community, messing it up, or even poisoning the youth that's coming up. And I'm not saying nothing no different. We all got to respect each other one way or another. Because, again, we all build and come together. At some point, you want to see that happen. Drop the guns and start fighting. But yeah, I just had to chime in with the people this morning, definitely. Because again, last night's live was powerful, and again, I'm encouraging anybody, even those who feel they want to do content, to just do so. See, I'm giving a blueprint to some people, even who don't know me, because they need to take some of this when they get off of this social media. Apply whatever is being given to you, lesson wise, and put it to use. You want to encourage and uplift and do the best possible things, you got to do it. Nobody else going to do it for you. You have to do it. You have to set the tone, set that blueprint, and then make it work from there. And if you're willing and able to do so, then you have to start somewhere. Again, why waste your hard-earned spirit and your hard-earned potential on nonsense? Something to think about for real. Try to set the best examples possible when you need to. Again, some of these youth are looking up to some of you adults. Some of them are even idolizing you again. Even though I feel it's not the best way to go. You could be inspired by people, but you don't have to idolize them. Like, I know I inspire people. I don't need nobody to idolize me, and I'm just a regular human being at the end of the day. I don't have no superpowers. I don't have nothing else outside of just me being myself and bringing this knowledge and this work. Like everybody, they have a talent, they have a niche, they have something in life that's going for them. And again, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by those people. Some of y'all idolizing the street life, some of y'all idolizing death and destruction, and it's time for y'all to stop that. The link is in the chat in case anybody want to pop in. I'm not gonna hold y'all forever today neither. Just want to chime in with y'all. And just a brief wrap up from last night, because again, last night was definitely good. I see you, young fella. Chilling, man. Again, just have a love and respect for people. Again, I got people that I see every day. Some people I don't really associate with, and it don't be nothing personal. Sometimes spirits just ain't going to click. It's understandable, but it's still a respect level. I don't gotta be disrespectful towards you. I don't necessarily gotta cause any type of harm or stress to you, especially when it's not worth it. Again, start building and loving yourselves. Start doing that. You can start bringing real ideas and real beneficial ways to the table that's needed. See, I'm gonna be honest with you. One man can't change the whole world or change the whole, landscape of things. But they do inspire. It does take one to cause a spark into a revolution, and the people start coming in numbers. Again, you gotta want to see something better. You gotta want to do better. Tired of the heartaches and the headaches. It's really time for you to stand in the race. Stand in the race and just keep running. Run for your destinations and goals and make sure that you achieve them with the best possible, best possible strong vibe, strong groove, strong mentality, strong spirituality. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is. You want to create things, you're gonna have to just get out there and create them. No doubt, Buzzy. Appreciate you, baby. Just something to think about. Again, some of y'all, you gotta put your heads together and start coming together for the right reasons and not the negative. And again, stop glorifying all the stuff that shouldn't be glorified. If anything, it should change your mind, or it should open up your parameters and say, you know what? Enough is enough. We need to start being better. We need to start just changing the course of the landscapes. And we could do so. But again, if you ain't willing to, then the choices and decisions that you make are going to lead you to an early grave or life in jail. So again, ask yourself that question. What's more important? My freedom and my will to grow and be somebody successful? Or do I just want to live the fast life and die the fast way? Again, that decision is up to you. Nobody else can make that decision. And when certain things do happen, again, you can't blame or point the finger at nobody else but yourself. You have to take accountability for your actions. If you was the one that shot the gun, if you was the one that accidentally killed, even if it wasn't accidental, it still don't matter. You have to man up and take that responsibility. And yes, I'm still speaking to some of y'all who still want to be crazy and still want to be gun happy. When things happen, you shouldn't be running. You should man up. You the one that did it in the first place. You the one that caused the harm. I've always felt that was a cowardice act too on all levels. It don't matter who it is. If you running away, you only justifying the wrong actions, and you only still causing nothing but heartache and pain for those who shouldn't go through. So I can't respect that. I cannot respect if that's the way you feel you gonna live. If you felt you that big and bad, if you feel you that gangster, and you feel like, oh, you can't be touched, you will be at some point. You ain't touched by the law, you're gonna be touched by the law of the land. Because again, there's just gonna be certain crimes that even if it go unsolved by law, it ain't going unsolved by the law of the land. And again, there's gonna be certain instances where you wanna hear stories like that. Take a look into history as we speak now. And if y'all want to be a part of the new history, if you want to be able to make history, you got to get together. Stop coming together for all the wrong treasons and reasons. Come together so we can be beneficial for all seasons. Nothing more, nothing less, but just a good morning chop up and a wrap up with y'all, and I definitely appreciate everybody that is in here. Again, hopefully somebody is taking something into consideration. Hopefully somebody is letting you touch their soul, because again, you can't blame anybody else in life for your mishaps or your misfortunes. If you're not going to take the accountability, if you're not going to take the steering wheel and drive your own self into a good possible destination, you're going to keep hitting these dark roads, you're going to keep falling off the road. And who has time to keep restarting and resetting in life because they can't just get it right? I want to say this again. Some of y'all are not built for any type of time behind the wall. Some of you are not built to do what's necessary, especially for a long stretch. And some of y'all are definitely going to come to a realization if you did already go too far. What's more important? That you should be asking. 25 to life, or living free and building something beneficial for your life? Not even going to stress that. And again, there could be a part two to that conversation from last night. I'm gonna choose a day on that. And breaking codes part three is definitely coming. Um, again, when you come here, this is what you want to get for those who are new here. And again, I want to give a shout out to all the members that's in here. Shout outs to everybody that's been supporting one way or another. We're gonna keep growing the building. And I want to say congratulations to those who just got recently monetized, partially monetized on the way too. Just the best way to keep building the people around you is just continuously supporting and growing one way or another. And I feel these things will happen. You have the right people already coming together for the right reasons. Again, the numbers just got to be strong. Again, the decisions you make, they could be beneficial or they could be costly. Again, that decision and that choice is yours. Try to live it up the best way possible. And don't try to live it up on somebody else's expense neither. And this is a public service announcement to the scammers and everybody else. Again, you better find something outside of what you're doing to come up. You don't got to come up with somebody else's. You really ain't doing much of nothing but just causing yourself headaches. You're not pushing a blueprint to people. What you're doing is just showing those people who are coming up or those who are impressionable that that's the way to move. You want to get a quick come up, I got to scam you. And you don't know how hard people work for these things, and some people might have just gotten to that good old pasture that they've been trying to get to. And who the hell are you to try to mess that up? And some of y'all don't be thinking until it hit close to home. Again, that karma comes back one way or another. Again, some of y'all need to start loving your life more. Don't make careless decisions that's going to cost you something beneficial. But yet I digress. We're going to always have this talk. And again, that part two is coming. We always want to be able to break down certain things. Oh, again, for those who came in here, I'm sorry, but clip that I played last night, I ain't going to be able to play. Yo, Realist, I know you in here, bro. I don't know if you heard me the first time around. I ain't going to be able to play that clip I played last night. Your boy got a copyright claim. My scalp hurt. Before I can even try to edit something, they already said, nah, son. We gonna get you for this, son. And I hear you, bro. Just, son, just keep your head on the swivel, bro. You know how some people are, bro. Just, again, if it ain't worth pushing the issue, don't even push it. A lot of times, there always be those spirits that just be wanting that to come out anyway, so. And look, Shay said it best. This heat to do the worst to you. A lot of people are doing the worst in the summertime because it's too much heat. Everybody's hot, aggravated, and emotional. And they bag about something. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be breathing and seeing the people that actually love and care for me. Let me chill out. And be aware of your surroundings because, you're going to have people that are doing things and it's drug infused, but still be on point. What you got to do is necessary sometimes. And that notion you have to. Yeah, man. Slapped me with a copyright maybe 5 minutes after the live, talking about some. It was because of the music. That's why. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna find something at some point. And I think I did. I think I did. We got. Can't say nothing about that. I own that, and I ain't put no music to it. So exactly, bro. That's why I say, oh, at some point I'm gonna be building on different platforms. But I'm just laughing at it. I looked and said, oh, okay. Well, I can even get a chance to say, oh shoot, let me edit this because I forgot about the song in the first place. It is what it is. Mo, that was from Christmas. That was from Christmas. That was one that didn't make the YouTube short. Come on now. I ain't putting no darn hot nothing on him. And actually, it's not even that hot in my area. You hear all that wind back here, and it's actually a cool breeze. It feel like the school year is back. Oh, man. I swear, since we got that rain the other day, it ain't been as humid. Still been hot, but not as humid. So once that sun go down, baby. Oh, Monique, you loved his little sweater. Oh, look at it again. Look. That's how he be looking at the ops. That's how I be looking at the ops sometimes too. Close up, like, what you doing, son? But again, just have love and respect for each other, and just be genuine. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You don't see that by now, man. Listen, you ain't gonna never see the graces or the blessings that are gonna be bestowed upon you. Appreciate you, Mo. Yeah, he's still a handful. Like you ever seen him doing his little tricks, so yeah, yeah. I know. I can imagine. I keep it simple with him during the winter only because even when it get cold, he be having so much fur on him. I ain't never see a dog that love to jump in the snow. I'm gonna catch him one of these days when there's enough snow on the ground. Trust me, sucker gonna be funny. Shout out to the plug again, baby. Hmm. Oh, okay, I hear you, bro. Yeah, got the nice little cute wardrobe for the little babies. But hopefully this was, beneficial for the people that need to hear this. Again, things will always get broken down because when we have general topics that we see day in and day out and they affect us, you always have something to speak on. Nah, realist, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. At one point, I don't know why he was chasing his tail for, but it was funny. No. Oh. Well, it might not be music. see the ops real quick. He said, I see the ops real quick, son. I see them. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I really wanted to keep that clip last night, but yeah. Oh, but again, it does start with, building strong foundations and just, restoring what's needed. Gotta eliminate the unnecessary hate and the egotism and get rid of that false sense of false pride. Get it back together, y'all. If we don't start loving each other and we don't start building with each other, what else do we have left? At some point, everybody should get tired of the same old death, destruction, ignorance, and division. We'll delve back into that definitely. Probably delve that inside tonight. You never know. I'm always random, and sometimes I'm just going to bring it when I need to bring it. Facts, real as he was like, hold up, I don't want no smoke today. But again, just love was necessary, which is your life. You only get one. You might as well make it work for something. If you want change, again, you have to be the change. Be the example and not an example. Don't be an example of what not to do. Be an example of what to do and how to do. We could get things a lot better. We can start understanding each other more. And again, we got to start respecting each other and hearing each other out. We ain't gonna never be able to really take the reins and build what we need to build if again we are just being divided over stupidity. Take that for what it is today. I do appreciate everybody that tuned in. I will be back later on, definitely. I think I'm gonna do some music, kind of mellow the mood down a little bit, son. But this is always a good feeling. Like I said, follow a process that works for you, and also keep strong. Even when it feels like it's just too much to deal with, it's never too much. And whatever you can't, you just give it to that higher power and just make it work from there. Again, hopefully everybody's enjoying a Tuesday. Yeah, I had to confuse y'all real quick. It's only because this wind just put something in my mouth too. All these leaves blowing. That's how you know it's almost time to, we almost back to that school love. But again, hopefully everybody enjoying a Thirsty Thursday, a Throwback Thursdays, or whatever you want to call it. Good. I gotta move away because all these leaves falling off these trees. It's too much. But again, love every aspect of your life. Live it to the fullest. And don't just crash out because you want to live fast. Take your time, learn, build, and grow. That's the whole purpose of being here. And when it's your time to prosper, it's your time for blessings to come, it'll come. In that same token, keep strong, keep faithful, and still stay humble. remember this before I leave up out of here. Not everybody's blessings is your blessings, and your blessings is not everybody else's neither. You know, work hard and dedicate yourself to something so you can be beneficial. You know, we'll definitely be back later on. Um, and hopefully, people that catch this replay, hopefully y'all sharing this out as well too. And those who do come across this channel, I am bringing what I'm bringing. You know, and again, this is only for the strong-minded and the strong-willed. So I'm gonna always be able to bring something to the conversation because I'm seeing and I'm living through the observations. So. Oh wait, before y'all leave up out of here, though, I'll give it to you one more again, baby. Told you he on one, son. He on one. No, but you know it's always good rocking out the people. Like I said, I'll definitely be on the backup later. We're gonna try to tune out. We're gonna try to get some tuned in. You know, it could be an open panel discussion tonight. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm off to Saturday, baby. So yeah, we're definitely gonna get that. You know, it's always love when I come in here and speak with the people, even the ones that support me and the ones I'm supporting. You know, it's always a good build. It's always going to be something strong. This is because when good people build and they beat themselves, it goes to show you we could definitely move the chains forward. And we could do it in certain scenarios. We should be able to do it in all scenarios. I'll definitely tune back in later on, though. About time to figure out lunch, baby. Hopefully y'all enjoy y'all Thursdays, and we gonna be back later. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout outs to the replay gang. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love and it be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I do is keep it real. That's what we do, is give you real topics and real builds. I said we'll be back with the music later. And, oh yeah, we'll definitely be back with this open panel tonight. Who knows? It might be a little something different tonight, but let's see what happens. But y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. I'll definitely see y'all in the streets in a little bit. And until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.